Hello, my name's Cliff Stevenson and I'm the Helpful Economist. Recent reports suggest shocking abuse of migrant workers in the UK. However, a Google search of newspaper headlines on migrants reveals a consistent theme in the UK. We see headlines like "Immigration soars" and "Migrants take all the new jobs in Britain." Even the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, has almost encouraged this type of language when she's talked about an invasion of migrants into the UK. But it's an interesting fact that more than 80% of immigrants to the UK in 2022 came via the normal visa application process. Less than 20% were actually refugees or asylum seekers, and of these, about half came from the Ukraine. So that means that it was only about 10% of immigrants in 2022 that came to the UK via many of whom came by boat. And yet there's so much focus on this 1 in 10. The vast majority of immigrants came here legally, many under the special schemes that exist for care workers or agricultural workers. Now we have massive labour shortages in the UK in these and other sectors. So migrants to the UK are actually filling vital roles and, in my opinion, should be appreciated, not exploited. But the reality in the UK as a migrant is low pay, poor working conditions, poor living conditions. Many people are having to share a bed with another person, for example. The migrants are often in debt. They pay fees and relocation costs to agencies and employers, and this makes it difficult to leave their job. And employers that are unscrupulous have so much power to exploit these workers. It's actually easier to exploit people on special visa schemes than the people that often used to fill these positions when we had free movement as part of the EU. Because EU workers were more easily able to move jobs if they weren't happy, employers had to treat them a little bit better. The UK economy needs to fill these jobs, but it can't have it both ways. We either allow and support immigration to provide a cheap source of labour, or we increase wages to improve working conditions and attract people into the jobs. Home Secretary Braverman recently said that there's no good reason why we can't train up enough HGV drivers, butchers or fruit pickers to fill labour shortages. And at one level she's right, but at the same time there's some simple economics here. When demand exceeds supply, price needs to increase. So businesses need to offer higher wages and better working conditions to attract people into these jobs. Of course, what higher wages does is reduces profits for business and also is inflationary in terms of the wider economy, which is why the government has actually continued to allow many migrants to come in under these special schemes for care homes and agricultural workers. Personally, I'm in favour of increasing wages and working conditions for everybody. However, this means that we need to be ready to put more funding into the care system and to pay more for our fruit. And I fear that exploiting immigrants as cheap labour will be the choice because of the economic benefits to the economy. Sad. My name's Cliff Stevenson. I'm the Helpful Economist. See you next time.